Today we are making one of Korea's iconic soup that every Korean eats called 콩나물무국 using soybean sprouts. The broth of 콩나물무국 is so clean, so light, but it really is so satisfying, and it's a great palate cleanser where we also have it with our meal and also after our meal. That's how light and refreshing this broth is. 콩나물무국 is not only satisfying and so delicious, but it is budget friendly, and for my dieters, very, very low in calories. Yes, you're welcome. 오늘의 레시피, 아주 시원하고 맛있는 콩나물 묵국 만들기. 오늘도 여러분들과 영으로 함께 하겠습니다. Hi everyone, this is Helen and welcome to Modern Pepper. 안녕하세요, Modern Pepper의 헬렌입니다. The full ingredient list is available in the description box below, as well as the Korean product links that you could order online. For our 콩나물무국 recipe today, we need about 250 grams of soybean sprouts. And unfortunately, soybean sprouts, 콩나물, is only available at Korean supermarkets. And for those of you asking, can you use myeongbin sprouts instead, 숙주나물? No, because that's gonna yield in a different taste. But if you wanna give it a try, you can. But if you have soybeans at home, guess what? You could easily grow your own soybean sprouts. And I'll have the link in the description box below. Now make sure to rinse it well in cold water. We also need Korean radish called Mu, and we need about 70 grams of Korean radish. Even if you don't like radish, this is a must item because the radish itself will make the broth so refreshing and light. So this will make or break your broth. Now, if you can't get Korean radish, you could use these small, round, pink, red radishes instead. And half a tablespoon of minced garlic, and 1 scallion, split it down the middle and cut into about 1 inch in length. In a medium-sized pot, add 2 liters of water, that's 8 cups of water, and bring it to boil. Now once the water comes to boil, we're gonna add our garlic and our radish. Then we're gonna add our 콩나물 soybean sprouts. And we're gonna add half a tablespoon of salt right now. Then we're gonna add our dashi pack. Make sure you squish it down there, like that. Put the lid back on. Then I want you to lower your heat to medium. And we're gonna let this cook for 8 minutes. Dashi pack has dried anchovies, dried sea kelp, dried shrimp, and dehydrated vegetables. If you cannot get to a Korean market, you could order these online and the links are below. Alternatively, you could add 4 to 6 of these dried anchovies called dashi 멸치. Just make sure to remove the inner cavity of the dried intestines. Or for my vegan friends, you could add about 3 to 4 of these small pieces of the dried kelp instead. So here's a pro tip when you're cooking soybean sprouts, 콩나물. You must always cook with salt added and keep the lid on while it's cooking. If you don't do those two things, soybean sprouts could smell a little funky like when you're cooking beans. So that's why you always want to add salt and keep the lid on. If you don't do that, it could have this like, we call in Korean 비린 냄새, like it means fishy smell, but it doesn't really smell fishy, it just smells funky. So now you know. And for more Korean product links, make sure to go to amazon.com/shop/modernpepper. And 8 minutes later, it's done. So let's first turn off our heat. Ooh la la. And you want to take out your dashi pack. Then you want to add your scallions and then just mix it around. And this is done. So all we have to do at this point is season to taste, like so. Now this part is optional, but I'm gonna add half a teaspoon of 멸치 다시다. If you don't have 멸치 다시다, you could also use 소고기 다시다. That's beef bouillon powder, but this is anchovy bouillon powder. Alternatively, you could also use 연두 or MSG. It really is up to you, or skip it altogether. Then just give it a stir. And at this point, you should taste the broth to make sure it is just ever so slightly salty enough for your liking. Oh, it has this like refreshing vegetable taste, but also nutty taste. 고소한 맛. We love it. That's why we love 콩나물. Anyway, let's have a taste test. Oh, that's so good. So the saltiness is very, like, it should be minimal. It shouldn't be like overpowering salty, but season to taste to your liking. But right now, this is just perfectly mild and salty enough for me, for my liking. Oh, it smells so good. And I'm like giving myself a Soybean Sprouts facial. This is such a casual and humble, but like such an iconic Korean soup that you can just pick it up and go in. It is so refreshing. It's so clean tasting, and it has this like vegetable, nutty kind of sweet taste. It's so hard to explain, but KongNaMul is so famous, like I said earlier, in Korean cuisine, that we use it to make so many dishes. And the other iconic Korean side dish, banchan, is 콩나물무침, where we take the soybean sprouts and add just a few ingredients and have it together, and it's like crunchy, juicy. Yeah, I have a recipe for that, so you can check it out. And 콩나물밥. It's basically bibimbap, but just with soybean sprouts with this delicious soy sauce, seasoning sauce, and you mix it all up, and it's so yummy, so yummy. After I slurp on my bowl to taste the broth, then I make myself a bite with just the soybeans and the radish together. I don't know if you could hear through the mic, but the 콩나물, the soybean sprouts, are still juicy and crunchy. Oh, some recipes say you should cook this for 20 minutes. Never. You never want to overcook this. Then it gets soggy and so sad. And of course, any proper Korean meal always includes kimchi. And you dunk it in here and you wash it. Oh, this is the ultimate bite. So simple, so filling, and so clean tasting. Okay, so here's some cultural context for Koreans when it comes to 콩나물. So post-war, when the country was just trying to survive, many families ate 콩나물 every day, like every day, because 콩나물 is the most inexpensive vegetable that you can buy, and you use it to make so many dishes. So there are some parents of my generation that refuse to eat 콩나물 because they grew up eating it like every day because they had no other choice. So now you know. Wait, don't go anywhere. I need you to go to youtube.com/modernpepper and click on the playlist tab and select Korean soups and stew recipe playlist, and I will see you there. I want to thank you for watching today, and if you enjoyed watching today's video, I want to kindly ask you to click on that thumbs up icon and make sure to subscribe if you haven't done so, and hit that notification bell. And perhaps share today's recipe with your friends and family. 여러분 오늘 재밌게 보셨으면 꼭 좋아요 버튼과 구독 버튼도 눌러주세요. 다음 영상에서 꼭 뵙겠습니다. 감사합니다. Alright folks, I will see you in one of the videos you see right here.